Hey guys, it's Chris here, and Poetic is a company that makes a lot of cases for flagship phones. But today we're going to be reviewing the Poetic Revolution case for the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. So this is a two-piece case. It's a two-piece construction, and it's a really rugged and sturdy build. It's hard plastic on the top, and it's a really hard TPU around the whole case for the Edge. The installation is a bit hard, and that's because it's a really rugged case. It's something you bring for a hike or going to a sporting event. And so taking this case apart is, again, not a very easy thing to do. It clips into place, but here you can see I'm having trouble. But once it's off, it can feel a bit, there you go. So that's the two-piece construction. You have a top part that just covers the edges and the top sides of the phone, and you have the entire second piece that covers the rest. You have now it does a really good job at protecting the ports with a 3.5 flap as well as a micro USB flap for that port, and it has access to both the IR blaster and the microphone. Aside from that, the case looks awesome. It looks like a tactical case that you bring to the shooting range or something. The top piece is a decent plastic. It's not that flexible. And here itself is really thick. This is one of the main features of the case, where it covers the top portion and only leaves an open area for the camera and the speaker. The sides here has a really huge lip, and I'll show that when I install this case. So let's get to that. So here's the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and installing the case is really simple. You take the top portion, and I like to put it on the power side button first. I clip it on the top where you have the volume buttons, and it seats very nicely inside. Once that's there, you practically have a bumper case with a top portion covered. You can see already it's covered really well. And after you have that, you have little clips here that go onto the bottom portion of the case. And this is where it can get a little bit difficult. So I just put it in, and you have to listen for the clicks and press really tightly. It's a really rugged case, so it fits on with no room for movement. So I have it all clipped in, and the last clip is on the top right here. And there you have it. So here we have the case, the Poetic Revolution case. It looks awesome. The camera cutout is really tall. It doesn't obstruct from any camera shooting or the flash. And the case look itself is very tactical and has the best protection. That's the best thing about this. The protection is just unbelievable for what you're getting. The lay on the table design is huge on the bottom portion. But the only concern I have with the lay on the table is that the edges can be a little bit difficult to get to, especially when trying to use the people edge. The top is the main selling point, which I love. The lay on the table is just awesome, and this right here protects this whole glass area, preventing from scratches. You can see if I'm not even afraid to toss this around. That's how sturdy this case is. And yeah, the screen is not to be reckoned with this case, especially with this top portion right here. The cutouts are precise. The speaker port is not covered, which I would have liked, but you do have flaps for both the 3.5 jack again and the micro USB port. Now I used this for about 2 months, and I was worried that every night I would always have this open for charging, and I had concerns whether the flap would stay open or close all the way. But they do click in, so once you click it in, it stays securely in place and it won't fall out. The top cutouts are perfectly well cut out. You have access to the microphone and the IR blaster, and the buttons are very simple to press. They have a really nice pushy feedback, which I had no problems with. They're labeled with power, and the volume and up and down are labeled with plus and minus. So you can see here, this case is really difficult to put on. I didn't put it on all the way, and I just need to click this in place. So if I do that here, there you go. Now the case is fully seated. So this is a very sturdy case that needs to be installed very precisely. It's something you're going to keep on for a really long time because it's going to have that protection and it'll last you for a lifetime. So it feels good when pressed, and the power button is really easy to press as well. They have a nice click sound, not too loud, not too low, and the home button is easy to get to, especially with the fingerprint reader. And the media buttons also work well. Overall, I give this case a price to value ratio of 8 out of 10. The protection you get is insane with the case. With the top portion, the buttons, which were a bit of concern to me when getting this case, but they press very easily, and the lay on the table design is huge on this lip again. The reason I take 2 points off is just for the edge that's a little difficult to get to with this huge lay on the table design. The bulk of the case is not that big. It keeps a really slim profile even though it's a really rugged case. The case is just so nice. It's like holding a remote in your hands that's not afraid to get thrown around. So if you're a person to throw your phone around, this is the case for you. It's very rugged. It's an all-day, everyday case. It is a little bit hard to install and remove. I'll show you the removing here. Please bear with me, it might take a while, but I like to start on either the top or the bottom and peel away at it. So just like that. Now I've done this removal and installation many times and it never gets easier. That's how strong this material is, and that's how well it keeps its integrity in terms of the build quality and the tight fitting on the phone. So hopefully I'm almost there. Yep, I am. Let's peel the top off, and there you have it. Once you have that bottom piece off, you can carefully pry the plastic off of this case. So that's the removal of the case, and that's the whole phone. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know down below. And also, what do you guys think about the video quality? I'm trying out a new camera. Tell me what you think. Like the video if you did, and dislike it if you didn't, and let me know why. If you have any questions again, leave them down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. Please subscribe for future content. Bye guys.